you access to something. But yeah, what are the top 3 priorities for you now that you focus on?
Right now, I'd say commercial comparability, sustainability, and self-determination are the 3 big things that we're really working on. So in terms of commercial comparability, we focused an enormous amount of effort in the beginning of the project on correctness and scientific excellence. So we developed all these phenomenal protocols like Silvio did and others in our industry. And we got to a point where we kind of know the future. We know how to build great things. And we're gradually rolling those things out. So this year, all these updates are coming that are massively improving the scalability and expressiveness of the system so that you'll get the same type of performance you're seeing from systems like Solana and so forth, or at least in the same orders of magnitude. And there's a good commercial story there. So not only do you get all the security, the correctness, the resilience, and a great 3 million person community, but you also get the best of what competitors are bringing to bear. So June and October are going to be great months for us because those are the months where we're turning a lot of new features on, both in the improvements of Plutus, sidechains, pipelining, input endorsers, these types of things. And there's some phenomenal applied research threads like Hydra, which allow us to really honor what Lightning tried to do with Bitcoin and Plasma tried to do with Ethereum, because we kind of built these models together. So there's a very bright future in that respect. In terms of sustainability, you'd like a system that as it operates, it gets more efficient, more scalable, and it has the ability to grow at an organic pace. And the system contains that same cost center and standard of performance that you've come to know and love. The problem with cryptocurrencies is they're good and then not good. So Ethereum is good, yay, and then it gets clogged, and now it's not good. High gas fees, oh no, same for Bitcoin. So you want a system that as you grow, your user experience does not deteriorate. So that means you need things like Mithril, UTXO HD, these other technologies. Mithril allows you to have great light client support. So you have full node security, but with a cell phone client or browser, and you can just instantly be using it regardless of how big the blockchain is. Okay, and it's just the same user experience. And other things just to keep the system scale and also make sure that the system is always decentralizing. So the way we designed it, the more valuable ADA gets, the higher the amount of stake pools you're going to get. And as a result, as adoption occurs, the system becomes more secure and decentralized over time, which is a desirable feature. And then self-determination, which is unique to Cardano and a few others like Tezos, is we have a great governance layers. You hold data, you can vote, and you can participate in the governance of the system. So having the system have the ability to decide its own roadmap, decide its own vision, not Charles Hoskinson or some consortium or some group of officials, but rather the people who hold the data coming together and converging to where they want to go over the next 5 years is a high priority, because once you've done that, you have the wisdom of millions, not the wisdom of a few. No matter how smart I am, I'm not smarter than a million people. Okay, so there's so much diversity there. It's just harnessing that wisdom of the crowds. And then also Cardano has its own treasury system. So like any government, it has the ability to print money. And as a result, you can use that to fund its development. So it's not just self-determination, but it's also self-funding, self-bootstrapping. You get those two elements right, it's inevitable that you win, because you're always smarter. You always have the money to pay for growth. And whether it takes you 5 years or 10 years, you're going to get there because you don't regress. You don't lose people along the way. You just keep gaining. We're at 3 million. We were at almost nothing 4 years ago. And we'll wake up, we'll be at 10. We'll wake up, we'll be at 50. You tell me people are going to leave when they're tattooing our logo on their body? You're nuts. You're crazy. No, they're going to stay. Their life, they're naming their kids after us. We're not going anywhere. You see, so there's an inevitability as long as we honor the commercial comparability, the sustainability, and the self-determination. And that's really where the priorities are right now. For me, as a private company, where I'd like to use Cardano Technologies' economic identity. So while the protocol is useful for everybody, equally useful to a person in Senegal as it is in Italy and Rome, as it is in Wyoming, for me, we're really focused as a company, IO is, in jurisdictions like Kenya, Ethiopia, and other places where we can get economic identity to people, loans to people, remittances to people, stable assets to people that hold their value over the local currencies. And there's a lot of great, cool stuff this year we're going to be able to talk about that goes from aspirational to reality. In Bermuda 8 years ago, I said, hey, this is what crypto can do in a TED Talk. Well, we're going to show the world that not only is that possible, it's been done for real people in these jurisdictions. And then if we get it right, very quickly that's going to grow to millions to tens of millions. And really, it's going to showcase the moral value and the principal value of Cardano, of creating one world marketplace where everybody's treated equally and everybody has economic identity, and they can't be shut out just because it's inconvenient to somebody powerful somewhere.